was your first road game in the NBA. What was it like?
It was great. We got the win. Even though it was an away game, the crowd's energy was great, and I'm glad we got to walk away with the win.
You were talking this morning about how you can hear some of the things that people say to you, especially during warm-ups. Did you hear anything tonight?
During warm-ups, yeah, I hear it all just because it's funny. But during the game, usually just naturally gets blocked out. I think it's just funny how when I'm warming up, people are saying, Zion, come over here. I can't right now.
So, you mentioned this morning, obviously you're 19, and you know the hype around you, and there's reason for that. There's hope for you for a very bright NBA future. Do you ever think about that and think about what you can become and what kind of player you could live up to? They compare the hype around you as a 19-year-old to LeBron, for instance.
When I'm probably just chilling in my room or something, yeah, I'll think about it and, what the future holds for me. But when I get to the practice or I get to the games, I just take it moment by moment and day by day. I think that's the best thing I can do, because if I look too far in the future, I might get distracted in the moment and that could affect the future.
I know it's early in your career, but what do you think so far has been the biggest difference between college and the NBA?
I think it's just the veterans and obviously experience and just being around other players who've just been through so much. Drew's an all-star. He's been through a lot. Derek Favors has been through a lot. Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, Lonzo, they've all been through so much, and I'm just 4 games in, so it's a lot to take in, but I think I'm surrounded by great teammates.
That 5th game is going to be against Memphis and John Morant. What are you looking forward to about going against him?
I don't really look at one-on-one battles. My mindset is to go in there and, like I say every time, whatever my team need me to do, I'm going to go out there and try to do it so we can get the win.
So your NBA tenure now, as far as being on the court, it's a week old. Is there a thing that you can say, I've learned this or I've discovered this being on the court for a week in the NBA?
I think it's definitely adjusting to on the fly while the game is happening. Sometimes scouting reports can be, misleading sometimes, and, some players could do more than scouting report says. So I think it's just adjusting on the fly, communicating with your teammates.
What's the learning curve been like on the defensive end? It feels like at times teams are maybe testing you a little bit and seeing, how much you're ready on that end. So I guess what's it been like to kind of adjust to that?
It hasn't really been tough adjusting to it. When I was rehabbing, we expected that to happen. So I think it was, like I said, it's just a matter of communicating with my teammates from which side the screen's coming or somebody setting a screen on me and just, walling up and holding my ground.
Zion, were you surprised Sexton got your shot when you were going in there?
Nah, he's an athlete. He got me that time, and I'm still adjusting to, having my legs in game. So, he got the best of me on that one. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. He got the best of me on that one, and hopefully next time I can get a different result.
Griff used to work here.
Oh, yeah. Hear about it all the time.
Did you wanted to make sure he got out of here with a win?
That's like an afterthought, but, in the moment, I'm just thinking about my teammates and my coach and just trying to get the win.
Did he ever talk to you about working with LeBron and, anything that can apply that he learned from those days to what you can do?
I think he does take experiences from that because they did win it all. So, I think he took experience from that, and, he'll tell me about him and, what championship teams need. And I think for my growth, that's going to be great the more and more I'm in the league.
When Drew's locking up the way he did on the defensive end tonight, what's it like just kind of watching him go to work?
It's amazing. I think if he wants to steal, he's going to get it. And, it just gives the rest of his teammates energy to lock up ourselves.
What did you think of their defense against you tonight?
Just another NBA defense. Man-to-man. I think they started off with Thompson on me, but, for me, it's just to go out there and take what they give me. They weren't really giving me much, so I would just create for my teammates, and it worked in our favor.
What did you think of what Nico did, especially his dunks?
It was funny. I'm not going to lie. I almost laughed when I was out there. It was one of those, is he about to pass it? And then he dunked it. And I was like, man, he was wide open. But, he did good out there. You know, he has a high IQ for the game, so you know, plays like that are normal for him.
Alan said we can probably talk about your minutes limit to rest. Is that the way you're looking at it now?
Yeah, in my opinion, that is how I'm looking at it. But honestly, it's not up to me. It's up to the trainers and the coaches and where they think I'm comfortable with.
Thank you.